Truly I tell you, they are in a pedophile, trickle-down pedophile world energy as they reproduce, not in the true spirit of God. And there's no way around that. That is like denying that when somebody's having sex, there's an exchange of energy or there's energy in the air. It is insane to deny that. Their energy is trickle-down pedophile energy, and they roll with it and they serve it. Who you serve is the energy you're in when you're having sex, and your children are born in that energy. I am the redemption, or you have accepted a pedophile energy direction of society. Even if everyone stops being pedophiles, that is your foundation. And without a redeemer, you're just hand-me-down pedophile energy, regardless of what you do. In this video, I'll overkill my point with 1 Samuel 17. But first, let's talk about Book 3. There's no excuse for not hearing my message. No excuse. The creation or raw production, reproduction, raw, not as defined by these worldly sex cult ninnies. I can't stress that enough. It is the idea that the Bible is referring to in Genesis 41:45, except for it is the true masculine idea. If the woman is worthy of marrying, certainly how much more is the man? And we have this point is overkilled by the direction of the white Jewish people to this day, the direction of the Jewish people to this day, the people who are identified as Jews. Okay, we can go on and on about why that is. The bottom line is there's one of two ways that this is interpreted. One is the real Judah is my tribe. Two, they superimpose the story and cheated me. There is no way, no how that a moral man looks at this thing with universal morality, with common sense, with reason, and comes up with the idea that I am not God's chosen and that they're not talking about people like me. No way, no how. It is sick. It is sick. It is childish. It is beta, Bill Gates, okay, sick to not understand this point. Book 3, creation or raw production. Raw as God, the source of the sun declaring his glory, the sun being a message from God. The heavens declare the glory of God. Type it in and Google it. You know I'm right. Creation of raw production, or raw production. Making love while in the divine order for all of man, to one's true soulmate brings in a child of God. One must stop at nothing to maintain or create the true order, with no ill-gotten gains or ulterior motives, which first and foremost is the calculated benefiting of screening me out. They did it as huge groups of people representing every culture on the planet, multicultural, and they screened me out together. Everyone else obeyed those cultures and other cultures that are allowed to exist. They have no case. And that is just another point that on a pile of millions of points that overkill this issue. Okay, this point. I could spend the rest of my life coming up with more evidence. You should know it in your heart already. One must stop at nothing to maintain or create the true order, with no ill-gotten gains or ulterior motives. If this process did not create you or your seeds, especially. To love and respect the Pharaoh and to secure this spirit in the atmosphere is how mankind earns God's blessings. To give me my rightful place. In the story, should his disciples pretend that they're God's representative? Or that they can get to God without Jesus? Should they pretend that a woman of God should not see that God is in me to a greater degree than anyone else? Or only in me because no one else obeys? Okay? Should they pretend that is what should happen? Or should they know Jesus in me, so to speak? Should they know God in me? My goodness. By not obeying me, they're not obeying God. If they do not know God is in me, they do not know God. And they're discarded as the trash they are. If they do know God and they don't obey, they're demons. How much more discarded are they? Open and shut. God protects those who obey his order, which are his orders to man. The spirit of love, raw, righteousness, purity, truth, transforms man and blesses his work. You know the children by how they walk, create, and work in the light, which is found only in the divine order, what some call the logos, the log-A's. Because of the sniveling cowardice of other people, I'm going to have to shoot through this because I was cut off short and running out of full memory on my phone. There's no being a light worker outside of this logos. They're despicable for pretending that they should be killed. The tree of life has a log trunk which is Pharaoh's. The leaves of the tree are for serving God through Pharaoh. Its roots are the long line of pure light temple, leopard, and falcon kings. The water is the people under the earth in their places. They will die for their disobedience and the fool's arrogant lack of giving me my throne. I kill them as a leopard on earth with a falcon's grace and speed, or as a falcon with the worms crying about how they were lukewarm.